Hey, how's it going, guys? Today I'm gonna be showing you this new OP deck I found that has Zappies, Battle Ram Bandit, and just tons of pressure and really solid defense with the Pekka. And its counter push potential is really nasty. Now I'm gonna be doing some battles with stars, show you just how good it is. Huge shout out to Stars for helping me make this video. Good luck. Let's just use some of these new emotes. He also agreed to be in this video, so huge shout out to him. Okay, so it looks like he's going to be playing an Ice Golem in the back, followed by an Ice Wizard. Looks like he's probably using some sort of graveyard deck. I'm going to have a Bandit right there too. And then we're going to counter push with a Battle Ram to apply some pressure. Unfortunately, that looks like he's preparing for a graveyard. But it seems he just did that to stop it. If that flying machine did not die, then there would be much more pressure on him, and it would have been he would have had to commit far more to defend. He obviously probably would have been able to defend it, but it would have put more pressure on him, getting some of his key cards out of his cycle. You see, if he has a graveyard, you want to keep his troops at the bridge so that they can't tank for the yard, because that's what the whole strategy banks on. It looks like he's using Hog, so we don't have to worry much about a graveyard now, because he's probably not using a Hog graveyard deck. I did a prediction fireball on there. Probably wasn't the best play. Now I'm just gonna quickly defend. Great poison from him. So I'm just, generally in this stage of the game, you want to be cycling Zappies and just generally putting up a lot of pressure on your opponent. Split their defense, make it harder for them to put down their stuff. I'm going to zap that to retarget the flying machine. And it just generally make it so he doesn't have the elixir and units to push with. Just defending with the Pekka. And now immediately also pressuring on the other lane with the Battle Ram. That nearly is able to connect, but it doesn't. But that Barbarian is able to make it to the tower. And here I know right now that I have a huge elixir advantage. And that Bandit is gonna get a huge connection to the tower. So literally all I actually need is just a connection with a Bandit or a Battle Ram, and then I've got this game locked up. And that's game. So as you can see, this deck is really good at controlling the tempo and pace of the game, and its split pushes are oftentimes extremely difficult to stop. Now I'm doing 3 games with this, because that's how much I usually do in my videos. If he beats me, then I'll include it in the video, because he is just a great player, and you also might want to know how to counter this deck. Okay, so generally a good starting play is to always split Zappies in the back, it's a difficult play to, like, counter because you generally can't get punished for it. At least not very hard. Because Zappies are really solid on a solid defensive option. Now I'm just going to play a Bandit aggressively on that lane because I knew he probably didn't have a hand to deal with it. Fortunately, he had a tornado, but that's fine. I'm going to see what he has. As I expected from the following cards he used, he's using a Golem deck. And I'm just going to use the Zap to cycle. Now, since he's using Golem, this is going to be a really difficult matchup for him. And probably going to be pretty easy for me to win in with, but never count out Stars. He has done some incredible plays. Definitely, in my opinion, one of the best players on the OJ Comp team. He probably has a Night Witch in cycle right now, so I'll have my Fireball. Yep. Right there. So it's just going to be a pretty simple cycle. Now, the last thing I want to do is play my Pekka. I know he's waiting for me to do that. I'm not going to do it until he plays his Golem. Because the last thing you want to do is play your Pekka, because the Golem player can push the other lane. Now what I'm going to do is go pretty aggressively with this Bandit, just generally put a bit of pressure. Well played by him with that. Now I'm just going to Fireball Zap that. Unfortunately, the Night Witch doesn't die instantly from that. So I'm just gonna, right now I'm just gonna put a lot of pressure down in multiple lanes. Just to make everything quite a bit more difficult for him. Now that Pekka just barely doesn't get a connection overall, great defense from Stars. I know I'm up quite a decent bit of elixir, so I'm gonna be split pushing like so. That Bandit is probably gonna get a connection onto the tower. Overall, what you want to do in these sort of situations is continually split push, and it'll be really difficult for your opponent to defend these. Simply because there's just so much to defend. Now, I caught his main counters out of cycle, so I can go really hard on this lane. And this will probably be the tower. Yeah, that's a good game. I know I had a matchup. Stars played that really well, but this deck is just really, really freaking OP. I'm gonna get Stars for one more game. Good luck. What is he using is the question. So he starts with a Mega Minion in the back, so pretty standard play. Still difficult to know what he could be running. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to kite with this Bandit, because that Mega Minion won't actually get its shot on to it. Looks like he's using a Night Witch, so but he has a Fireball, so I don't know what he actually is using. So he played his Ewiz in the other lane. I caught him in a really bad spot. I know this because he had to play a miner on defense, and that's very often a last resort tactic. So he doesn't have a great cycle right now, so I can probably go aggressive with this bandit and force him to play his Night Witch, which so far it looks like is his best option to countering the Battle Ram. I might be mistaken, but that is so far what the only real. And since he played his cannon cart, which apparently he has right there, well played Fireball on his end. And I'm just gonna play the E-Wiz right here to counter the cannon cart. And that it seems he made a mistake with that. He's probably gonna play a Night Witch right now, but actually no, it seems he's saving it for a push. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna split Zappies and prepare to put some more. So it looks like he's gonna defend with a cannon cart and a Night Witch. That's gonna really disrupt his combination. Wow, that was an absolutely. That play, I have to give Stars credit for that play. It was a really good attempt. I really thought that would have worked. I mean, that play was really creative and really well executed on his part. I'm just gonna say that. So I'm just gonna predict and block the miner right there. Or I'm gonna go in aggressively with the bandit and stuff. I'm just gonna use that Pekka right there to chop down the giant, and then I'm gonna be able to counter push. And what I'm gonna do, well played. He's playing this matchup insanely well, guys. He's actually has a good chance of winning. If he beats me, I'm including this because he's just playing so well. I don't think he's probably got his Fireball in hand right now, so I'm gonna Fireball that. I'm gonna zap because we actually do need that damage in. And, well, we just were able to clutch it with that cycle play. But huge shout out to Stars. He's an absolute beast. He almost beat me even when I had the hard counter. So absolute huge shout out to him. Huge thanks to Stars for helping me make this video. Apparently things were still going, but I can't include 4 battles, unfortunately. Wait, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, thanks for watching.